Weekend stories for this morning.
Right.
And I'm going to be looking at the stories from GhanaWeekend.com. GhanaWeekend.com. My very first story reads, King Promise begins Asian tour with magnificent performance in Singapore. Also, actress Victoria Lebene is now a preacher.
All right, so we have some celebrity news here. Date for late Nollywood actor Junior Pope burial announced. And Didi fights sexual assault claim citing outdated laws. And medical meets UK High Commissioner ahead of O2 Indigo mega concert. I hear this every month. Kofi Kinata reacts to his death prophecy and meets legendary Fred Amugi's 100-year-old mother. And we also have here Dinah Asamoah causes arrest of assistant pastor for allegedly stealing 4,000 Ghana cedis from Momo account.
All right. Davido names Chris Brown, Chris Daniel, Zlatan as favorite collab artist. Also, the Winneba Youth Choir celebrates 35th anniversary with Aseda concerts sponsored by Fidelity Bank. My music genre is Afrofusion. Davido denounces Afrobeat. Also, I didn't have money to buy boots. Kofi Kinata on why he ditched football for music. And he also says that I'm now a Fiokuma Bob Marley. That's coming from Kofi Kinata as he unveils his new name. And also on some trending stories right here on GhanaWeekend.com, gospel musician Koda has passed. Check what KK Kabobo's wife did when late singer's song was played at 1 week observance. Now, so that's what we have here on GhanaWeekend.com. Chris, any stories you may want to touch on?
Right. The one about Davido denouncing Afrobeats. Well, it seems like a lot of them are coming out to say, okay, you know what, I don't do Afrobeats. And some people are actually very angry about this issue, you understand? But I feel like I kind of understand them, even though Afrobeats is what made them, even though Afrobeats is what they are actually known for, they don't want to be boxed. They don't want to be boxed. I feel they don't want to be boxed. Because if you listen to Wizkid's last album, in fact, Wizkid was the first person to say, look, I do not do Afro beats. Do not box me in, in that category. And I understand it because he's able to do R&B, he's able to do a bit of reggae, he's able to do a bit of funk. It's just different because his last album was all chilled and they didn't sound anything like our Afrobeats,
It's not the same rhythm.
Yeah,
you get to
so
see
that's
different.
why I think they're all coming out to say that, because even before Davido actually said this, even Fireboy said this last week. You understand? So a lot of them are coming up saying that, but I do understand where critics are also coming from. Look, Afrobeat is what made you. So do not run away from it. And under Afrobeat can be Afrofusion. Under Afrobeat can be Afro reggae. You understand?
I feel like as you said earlier, they want to spread their wings. They don't want to be limited or be boxed into or confined. They want to be able to do different genres of music. But then if they are limited to one particular style, it'll look like, oh, that's your style. And usually when they go for music nominations, you're able to get different nominations from different genres or even different beats. Do you get it?
But if they do it like that, that means when we look at international awards such as Grammy, like
where do we place you?
Like, what's the category now?
Where do we place you?
Do people want them to open another one, Afrofusion? Do you want them to open Afro R&B? What do you want? You understand? So it gets complicated, and I just feel like denouncing it, it's kind of weird.
Completely, dear.
It's kind of weird. And I also want to look at the second, another story. King Promise begins Asian tours with magnificent performance in Singapore. And if you've been on social media and you're following this story, it was also said that he's the first African artist to sell out a venue in Asia. Singapore, and the videos were beautiful. You could see Asians singing his song word for word. I think he's really doing well, and I think he's really flying the flag of Ghana well.
And then I am interested in a medical story where he meets UK High Commissioner ahead of his concert happening at the O2 Indigo. But let me read the story right here as we have it on Ghana Weekend. It says, Rapper Medical has called on Ghana's High Commissioner to the UK, Papa Owusu Ankoma, ahead of his mega O2 Indigo concert in London on Saturday, May 3rd, 2024. Medical, who left Ghana on Tuesday, April 23rd, was warmly received by UK High Commissioner. Not only did he familiarize themselves and exchange pleasantries, but Papa Owusu Ankoma also shared some words of encouragement and support. It goes on to read that he assured the rapper of his support in all his endeavors during his stay in the country. Meanwhile, Medical, known in real life as Samuel Edu Frimpong, is expected to have a radio tour in the biggest studios in London ahead of concert. The show promises to be electrifying. He's expected to enchant patrons with all his monster hit song. Dancehall star Shatawale is just one of the many top Ghanaian artists joining Medical on the stage. So, Chris, that's where we have it. I'm so happy for him about this particular one because there's been a time in the Ghana music industry where we all have been yearning for Ghanaians to have concerts or shows outside the country, as mostly we compare ourselves to the Nigerians filling the O2 and whatnot. So if you ask me, I mean, there's a big one for Ghana, and the fact that his very own Shatawale will be there with him. I'll be hoping to see the other acts from Ghana that we'll be having on the show to put Ghana on the map at large. And I hope that Ghanaians who are there are able to patronize and then fill the concert for us as much as we would want to see it.
Right. I think it's a good one, and I just want to say good luck to Medical and his team, and more grease to your elbows. We'll be cheering for you.